The following program contains graphic descriptions of events including crime scenes of actual murders. Parental discretion is advised. In June of 2013, Hernandez was investigated again for a shooting death of his friend, Odin Lloyd. His body had multiple gunshot wounds and was left in an industrial park only 1 mile from Hernandez's house. He then immediately told his coaches he had nothing to do with this. They decided then to cut ties with Hernandez. 8 days later, on June 26th of 2013, Hernandez was charged with first-degree murder. 90 minutes later, he was officially released from the team. On April 15, 2015, he was found guilty of murder in the first degree. That is an automatic life in prison without the possibility of parole in Massachusetts. A motive was never established, but the possibility of Odin outing Hernandez about his sexuality was definitely investigated. During his time in prison, he broke rules, including screaming and banging on his cell door. He also turned religious and started reading the Bible. He reconciled with his mother, whom he hadn't spoke with in years, and only got to see his daughter a few times. He also claimed that the guards would taunt him. He spent a lot of his time working out in hopes of returning to the NFL. A reporter on a sports talk radio show insinuated that Hernandez may be gay. 2 days later, he was dead. This was April 19th, 2017. It was reported that he had been smoking drugs associated with psychosis at least 32 hours before his death. He was found hanging by his bed sheets from his cell window. He had written notes to his fiancée and to his daughter, in which he wrote, "He will see his family in heaven." His family later requested for Boston University to study his brain. They were looking for signs of CTE, a chronic degenerative disease caused by repeated blows to the head. Despite Hernandez coming out about being gay to his mother while he was in prison, he hated it, he said. It made him angry all the time. Aaron's brother DJ described him as paranoid. He collected many types of weapons. He would sleep with them by his side. He also hired a bodyguard and installed surveillance cameras all around his home. He also requested a transfer to a team all the way across the country. That request was denied. Since his death, he was diagnosed as having stage 3 CTE by Boston University. CTE results in aggression, anger, and paranoia, among other symptoms. After Boston University released the statement on Hernandez, his fiancée sued the NFL for being the cause of his death, and in February of 2019, the case was dismissed. USA Today reported a study done at Boston University on CTE in football players. Out of 111 former players who donated to the study, 110 were diagnosed. In total, 87% of 202 former players were diagnosed with CTE. This included pro, semi-pro, college, and even high school players. 27% of people who are diagnosed with stage 1 or stage 2 of CTE commit suicide. Researchers today are still working to diagnose CTE via a blood test or an MRI. Unfortunately, they can only diagnose post-mortem.